I don't know whether I should have gotten myself coffee, but I hope we'll make it to the end of this interview. Just sit back, relax. I know there's gonna be a lot of things that you will, resemble, and there's a lot of things that you learn. This interview is not basically about me only. It's also about yourself. This is where we are having a life chat. Trying to see where we are, trying to see where we want to go, and getting to know each other more. But yes, we have a lot of questions. I'll not say the number of questions because a lot of people will run away. So just stick up until the end. You really need these answers. I'm trying to tell you that you really need this video. But yeah, the first one is, who are you and how would you describe yourself? I'm a computer engineer. I did computer engineering and I did it abroad, and it was difficult for me because it was a new environment. I guess I learned how to navigate a lot of stuff. I learned how to meet new people from different countries. I also learned about the differences between people. So it was basically a tough, it was a tough milestone for me. But I learned a lot, and yeah, it was difficult. It was different. Had different kind of food, some of which I had never tasted before. I had plantains for the first time. I don't know whether there's someone that has had plantains before, but it's basically like it's a solid banana that you boil or fry and then you eat like a normal meal. So for me, that was new, that was different. I had cassava. For me, cassava was never like a go-to option, but this time around, this was like the only option I had. So I did, do my studies abroad in West Africa. So it was different, but it was a good learning curve for me. I would never forget. I had a moment in the washroom where I laid down. I was like, you know what? It's not happening, guys. I can't do it. I can't do it. But I'm sitting here. I'm repping Ghana. I did land there, and I'm proud to have experienced Ghana, and I'm happy for all the shito, for all the fish, for all the things that I've had to eat in Ghana. This would not be a moment that I would ever, wish would didn't come, because it was a learning curve for me. It was great. It was amazing. I love Accra. I learned in Accra, and I taught Accra. I went to Leg. For those that are from Ghana, they know Leg as University of Ghana, Legon. So yeah, I stayed at the International Hostel Housing, called Ish. It's international student housing. It was great. It was amazing. I would invite you to go there and enjoy it yourself. My favorite one right now is yams and palaver sauce. My absolute best. But how would you describe myself? I think I'd describe myself as a really resilient person, because there were times whereby whilst I was in West Africa, whereby I felt like what, this shouldn't have been, but I saw myself through. I saw myself through, man. Like I saw myself through. When I think about it, I laugh, but it was an amazing opportunity. So I learned that I could adapt. I could make friends away from home. So I'm certain that I'm someone that can survive in any environment. So for me, that felt like that's how I would describe myself. Also from the fact that if you give me a problem, I'll try and solve it. No matter how difficult it is, I'll actually solve it. So I guess that's another up for me, as a plus for me. But yeah, what are you passionate about? I am passionate about engineering. I love engineering. That is why I was able to start it and finish it. And and recently content creation, because I get to sit down and and have a good and great time with you guys. But for me, basically, the number one thing that I'm really appreciate that I really I appreciate and also I'm passionate about is engineering. I love engineering. Where are my engineering people? We really have cried for this cause for us to give up. I hope one day I'll get to practice engineering to the fullest. That is just who I am. My past achievements is that I got a full scholarship to study engineering in West Africa, and I'm grateful for that. And I also got to be nominated for some of the finalists for some of the hackathons that were there. Technological hackathons. I was part of the Microsoft hackathon, healthcare. I was also part of design and innovation challenge by Lafarge. I was I got scholarship to study summer school in Edinburgh, and so many amazing opportunities for me. Those are my achievements that I'm really proud of. And I don't know about you, but if you don't have any past achievements that you've had to be given grateful for, I hope that you will find them eventually. But yeah, those are the ones that I've had. I try my best to put myself in all competitions and challenges that are out there, which is what I would encourage you. If you see an opportunity online, don't shy away from it. Don't feel like you're too unexperienced. You don't feel like you're too little for it. Just put yourself out there, like enjoy it. Try it and learn from it. At the end of the day, the most important thing is that you created connections with people and you learn from it, and that's the most important part. Regardless of the outcome of anything. If you don't get in, then you'll try to revise your application and you'll find out why you didn't get in, and you'll try again. Because at the end of the day, we have to make sure that we make it. And I know and I believe that you can also do it eventually. And I'm grateful. What are you grateful for is the other question. I'm grateful for life, man. Like, I'm grateful for God to have had the people that are around me, everyone that I've encountered. Whether it was a high or low, I've learned a lot from a lot of people and appreciate each and every one of them. And all the time, I'm grateful and thankful. I'm always thinking of life as something that is a gift, and every moment of it, just appreciate every chance that you get in life. Whether you have a down or a high, I feel like it prepares you for the next chapter. At the end of the day, please make sure that you are dedicated to where you want to go and your grind. So that is not negotiable. Just make sure that you're always good and true to yourself. What are the most important things to your life? To me right now, family is important, and connection, because I didn't have that close family connection when I grew up. So I just want to make sure that when I succeed, when I have my family, I get to build that family with that one lady that I'm gonna marry and then raise that family. So I don't know whether you get me. For me, the most important things to life, to you, to me, is family. Always have those people, around you. Create something solid. Create, everything. Just it gives motivation to where you want to go. Because if you think about I need to succeed, you need to think about I need to create generational wealth. So for me, that just is something that is important to me. So always family first. What are my values? I value ethicalness. I'm very ethical, doing the right thing, whether someone is watching or not watching. I value love. I value positivity. I always say that, no matter what happens, please make sure that you always are the one person that when they look back, they're like, I was going through a hard time, but this person was a light. And I always say that whatever you put into life is what you get back. So if you put positivity out there into life, you probably get positivity back to you. And if you don't get positivity back to you, I don't know. It's gonna come eventually. But at the end of the day, whatever someone does to you, because people will be like, okay, but what if someone is horrible to me? That's them. That's who they are. That's not who you are. Because at the end of the day, what matters is how you responded and how you made other people feel. That's what you're gonna answer to. So please make sure at all times you put positivity out there. I value that a lot. And when it comes to work, I value teamwork. And I always think of people as like we gotta work together, because at the end of the day we are gonna succeed. Our success will come through a unit. Like if one fails, we've all failed. So please hold each other, work hard together, achieve something together. That is something that I value the most. And on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you love yourself? I'm content with who I am. I love myself. I'd say I have my days. I'm working my ways to a 10 out of a 10, but I've never been in an experience where I'm like, I don't want to be myself now. So I think 9 out of 10. Of course, we've had that ball of depression that hits you, and you're like, you know what? I don't know whether I want this life thing or what. But I have had my spiritual journey. I jogged, I ran. So if you're ever doing or dealing with depression, the first thing I'd say, please pray, please go for a run, go for a walk. I know it's like one of those things whereby people are like, it's too cliche. Everyone says that, but it works. From me, that's what I know. I never watched a video about it. This is the first time that you get to hear it from someone. For me, there was I was on my low, you know. I couldn't get employment and I couldn't get anything working out in my life after uni. So the only thing that I used to do was go for a run, sit under a shade, read my scripture because I always have my Bible on my phone, the amplified version. If you don't, you already know, amplified version is the best version of the Bible because it actually translates it in different ways, different words. You know, so I'd sit down, I'd pray, appreciate, you know, everything that I have, you know. I'd say, God, speak to me today. You know, whatever you want me to hear, please tell me today so that I get to learn. And for me, that was really a good time to heal. And I did heal. You know, I healed so good, and you know, depression was out of the window. So that's why I sit here today and say, you know, if you want to get rid of depression, the first thing that you need to do is work on your spirit. You know, I gave this goal because I feel like we can never be perfect. We have our lows sometimes, you know. And how can you achieve self love? Uh, just understand that you are who you are, because at the end of the day, whether you hate yourself or not, you know, you're still gonna be you. You can't change yourself, and you know, even if you spend a lot of money trying to change yourself, at the end of the day, when you have whatever you feel like is a perfect, ideal version of you, you'll still want to go back to the original you. And also at the end of the day, I always say that, you know, you are that missing piece of the puzzle. Like you uniquely, just you. And you know, for everyone that says you're not good enough, you know, those are the wrong people that you are next to. There's someone out there that longs and wishes to have you in their presence. So it's just a matter of time. Stay true to yourself and you attract the people that are true to themselves and they truly connect with you and they truly are similar to you. And after that, life will be so much easier because you won't be trying to fit in. There's nothing as nice as being yourself and you know getting to you know experience life while staying true to yourself. So at all costs, please try to be yourself because whatever way you hold yourself, you know, is what you will attract. And if you are holding yourself in something that is fake, which is really gonna be haunting to you because you'll try to keep on that standard, just know that you'll if you get something from it, you will have to keep yourselves on your toes for as long as you can carry yourself with that energy that you've attracted. So just do it the easy way. Just love yourself and everything like that. You know, my ideal self. The next question definitely is, what is your ideal self? My ideal self. What qualities does do I have, or do the person that I see as my ideal self has? Basically chilled, quiet. Determined about life. You know, to achieve the goal that he has set for himself, and I hope that I will one day. You know, and through practice. Look at your life right now on a scale of 1 to 10. How happy are you with your life? Why did you give yourself this score? I'm happy with myself, but with my life, I feel like there's a lot that I still need to achieve. So I give myself a 5, you know, 5 for being content with myself, 5 for I know this is not where I want to settle. I want to get something bigger in life. So 5 out of a 10, you know. And how can I increase my happiness level? Money. I don't want to lie. At the end of the day, we all want to be successful in life, and it's a lie for people to say that we should be happy with where we are because we all want to achieve that. Just be happy with yourself. That's one thing that people won't tell you. Being happy with yourself will make sure that you will always be happy, you know, with or without, but with. Eventually, that's what we want, with money. And so yeah, be happy with yourself, but don't be happy with where you are if it's not what you want. If it's not something great, because at the end of the day, the greatest enemy that is detrimental to where we want to go is the fact that we are content with where we are. Don't ever be content with where you are if it's low. Achieve that greatness. They wanna put you down by saying, "Oh, just be okay with the little that you have, so that you don't make it to." I wanna read about you on those magazines, Forbes, wherever. I wanna see your name there. I wanna, one day say this person commented on my video, and look at them now, they're millionaires. That's what we wanna achieve. So, be happy with yourself, but be happy with your person, single self. But with what you have, never be comfortable. Always seek for more, and but be happy with yourself. That's all. That's how I sum it. If you have a year left to live, what would you do? I would tell everyone I love them. I'd apologize to anyone that I've wronged. I've already done that. I don't know whether that means that I have a year left. I forbid it. But I always try. I think for the latest days, I've always been apologizing for people. I feel like I'm at a point in life whereby I am gonna be successful. You know, so I need to make sure that I'm okay with everyone. I don't want to have people holding their hearts for me, but I've apologized to everyone. The latest person that I've apologized to is today. I didn't know that we had left on bad terms, but I saw the person and I was like, you know what? I need to apologize. And I've apologized to everyone, everyone, including my exes. I've apologized to everyone. Even someone that has wronged me, I've apologized because at the end of the day, I don't want someone to go down a coffin having held a heart against me or having felt like people didn't care about them. So I always check up on people and I apologize to everyone that I've wronged. And yeah, so if I only had a week left to live, I'd still do the same thing. Make sure that everyone is okay with me, and we are clean. If I only had a day to live, still the same thing. I wouldn't change anything, no matter how small you say minutes or anything like that. Just want to make sure that people are happy with themselves and they move on to the next chapter of their life. Because even for my exes, everyone that has had an encounter with me, friends or anything, if we ever have a fallout, I always say to those people, you know what, at the end of the day, it wasn't because of you, it was just we didn't click. So don't ever doubt yourself after that. You're great, you're amazing, but it wasn't the perfect union between me and you. That's all. But yeah, the biggest things you've learned in life to date is be okay with being solo. I know I've said family and all of those things, but it starts with you being okay with yourself. Because if you're going to rely on other people for your happiness, that's why I say be happy with yourself. If you're gonna rely on those, you're gonna have so many expectations for people, and at the end of the day, when you realize that those expectations are not gonna get met, you don't gonna kill yourself or you're gonna fight yourself or anything like that. Just be okay with yourself. Like, have a time whereby you can sit down for a month or anything, just be to yourself and try and cultivate that moment that says, no matter what, even if people can leave me, even if people can go away, anything like that, um, hopefully they don't. You can still be okay with yourself. So just be okay with your solo self. Like, find 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 happiness with your solo self as well, and it will also make it easier for you to be happy with other people. If you yourself are happy with yourself, you'll become like a wall, like a spring, like that. Just you're just pouring happiness to people around there. So just always make sure that you're happy with yourself. Yeah. What advice will you give to your younger self? Definitely work hard. I feel like sometimes we feel like we are tired, but really, are we tired? I feel like we shouldn't ever jump onto that wagon of saying I'm too tired right now, because it puts us off to the extent that we give up on things when they really are about to light up for us. So I'd say don't ever get tired. Stay fixed to your goals, work really hard, which is everything I try every day. Don't ever feel like anything is bigger than you. Nothing is bigger than you. You can achieve anything that you set your mind to. I know it sounds so cliche. That's what every motivational speaker will say out there. But just make sure that you never cut yourself without trying. Because most of the times we're like, oh, it's too big for me. They want 10 years work of experience, but just put out what you learn, or what you've learned, what you know, and put it out there. Whoever thinks you've got, because at the end of the day, it's not like they are creating uranium or whatever in that position. They are just doing regular things that you can do as well, but they just want to make sure that they get people who are confident and they can rely on. If you can prove yourself that you can, be relied on, and you're confident with yourself, you know what you can do. These are things that, I think they're using a rating that says you need to have learned for 10 years and experienced for 10 years for you to learn some things. But if you've learned those things in less than a few months, it makes you even greater, because it means in the 10 years there's a lot that you would have learned for the company and you've grown them. So I'd say don't ever give up on your goals. Whatever that you've set your mind on, make sure that you fight for it at the end of the day. Imagine you are 10 years older. Whatever is what you give to your present self, huh, don't give up. You are here because of the sacrifices that you've made. You set for 24 hours and you you know, worked you worked really hard, and now you've achieved it. That's it. Um, Anyways, how can you start working on your task? Quadrant task. I'm not sure what quadrant tasks are, but I don't know. It's like urgent things on our to-do list. For me right now is to keep on applying for engineering roles, keep on working on projects that are technologically oriented, because I'm someone that does control systems and computer engineering, and just do that, and I've already started working on them, and also stay on content creation. Hopefully one day I'll unlock those that a lot of people will want to support, because at the end of the day, it's what's important is that you have people that really can resonate with you and they actually feel like you are legit yourself. And I hope to achieve that eventually. I hope to have people that will have the same experience when they watch me, I guess, at the end of the day. What are the things that normally keep you busy but are unimportant? Netflix, very unimportant, but therapeutic sometimes. But just be careful. Don't let it be something that you are addicted to. Also social media, but I'm no longer on social media like that. I used to be a long time ago, which is something that I would advise myself not to be on. Because at the end of the day, there's nothing you get from social media except that you lose your time, which you can never gain back. If life is too kind to you and allows you to, to fast track towards your goals, then you are lucky. But, just make sure that you do not set yourself back by focusing on social media, which is not really important at the end of the day, because it's even more about opinions that people have about you. At the end of the day, it's not important. It doesn't matter what people think about you. What matters is what you think about yourself, which is why you should always think highly of yourself as a person. So definitely stay away from social media, stay away from Netflix. Um, just do that, Delete one thing at a time, because it's gonna be difficult for you to cut everything at once, but just do it one thing at a time, But yeah, what are my biggest goals and dreams? I hope eventually to bring a solution into this world. Right now, I'm working on e-commerce and delivery, with the idea of Uber Eats in mind. But I hope to eventually contribute to it. But I also hope to work for the biggest giants out there and get to fully practice engineering. Those are my goals and dreams in life. If you're to do something for free for the rest of your life, what would it be? Huh? For free for the rest of my life? I don't know. I feel like I need to I need to make sure that I make money and everything, but maybe it's the poverty that's speaking. But you know, uh I don't know. I really don't know. What would you do if you cannot fail? If there are no limitations in money, resources, times, or networks? Give back to the community. Definitely, I'd definitely give back to the community, because I've had a chance to see myself go through primary level to university. I didn't do kindergarten. For those that are thinking, why is saying that? Did you go to kindergarten? No, I didn't. I didn't. I'm one of those people that went straight to school. I couldn't afford kindergarten, so those were things that you have to pay for yourself, and I could never pay for myself. So the state or the government took care of me from grade zero to university. The university, it wasn't really the government, but it was a foundation that really, Mastercard Foundation, that really loved me and took care of me. So I definitely would love to return that favor to those people eventually. So fingers crossed, we'll have no limitations in money and we can make someone else's life better and amazing. Um, how can you make this happen even in a small way? For now, it's through this video. Hopefully, you can believe in yourself. But eventually, when I have money, I will start a foundation myself. What do you want to achieve 1 year from now? For now, I set out the goal to say that I want to achieve 500,000. I don't know why I'm chuckling like that, but I can assure you, it's not because I'm lying. I'm not lying. It's I need something to drink. My throat, when I speak a lot, it does that. But yeah, that's what I want to achieve in the next year. I won't say 2 years. I'll say a year. I don't know whether it's gonna be possible starting from zero. So hopefully it will happen. I'm determined to make it work and to make it happen. I really do need to drink, but yeah. Anyways, let's continue with the questions. How important are these goals to you? They're really very important to me because every day when I'm in life, when I'm living life, I've always feel like, we're living on borrowed times and we need to make sure that we can achieve what we can for the next people that come after us and those that we're gonna leave behind because at the end of the day they need to have something because I've suffered a lot, I've struggled a lot trying to achieve and secure a lot of opportunities, and I don't want someone that comes from me or that is related to me to experience the same struggles that I've experienced. So that's why they're really important to me. My actions right now to achieve my goals, I'm consistently applying, I'm consistently doing projects every day, every single hour of the day, and I'm also like thinking about content creation every day. I try my best to make the best content that I can for you guys, and hopefully one day you guys can love it, and that could be a stream of income for other people as well. Could be a motivation for other people as well. So eventually, I hope that will happen for everyone out there. And yeah, that's what I'm doing. Um, okay, that's it. Identify three people who have achieved your desired goals. Three people that have achieved my desired goals. I'd say the first one is Elon Musk because he's an engineer that has made the most out of his engineering degree. So I really do one day hope to be like him. Hopefully, we'll work towards that. The second person, I think Mr. Beast because he's already giving back to the community and at the same time he's also someone that does content creation. So in the content creation space, I feel like he has done it, and I think those are the two people. I'd chip in Mark because he does software development. Mark Zuckerberg. They've achieved the goals that I have for myself, and I hope that I will one day make them proud as well as people that I've looked up to. What did they do to achieve those goals? They started something of their own. What I can learn from them is that they've actually like took confidence in following their goals fully, and they've never had hesitations. And I hope that I can not have any hesitations because from all the things that I've learned from them and from the people around is that when you are certain about something, just jump on it. Don't ever have anything tell you otherwise because most of the time the problems that we have is that we are so scared of actually fully following our goals and everything. So um, I hope that I have that confidence and I can do it as well. So that's what I've learned. Are you putting any parts of your life on hold and why? Enjoying life. I feel like I've put that really on hold. I don't think I'm splashing. I'm never gonna splash probably for the next coming years. Even I don't know, 10 years, 20 years. I'm still gonna work on my goals. So I feel like that's enjoyment in life has been strictly firmly put on hold for now. and going out. All of those things I've put them on hold because I wanna, my top priority right now is my goals and being financially stable. So I'm dedicating all my time to it and less or none of my time to any enjoyment. So yeah, that is it. My biggest regret, if I were to, I forbid it, die the next day. My biggest regret would be to be rebellious once in my life because, you know, I've been rebellious with my mom, parents, before when I was young, when I was really young. There were things that I never understood, so I doubted a lot of stuff, when it came to families and family. I hope that I regret those because I cannot take them back, but I've tried in the past years, ever since I did completed high school. I started appreciating more the things that we used to complain about. I started seeing them as unimportant. I started seeing the struggles and all the sacrifices that they've put to make us, become who we are. And I feel like this is something that, I should have understood from a younger age. But when you're young, it's never easy. You don't see the sacrifices that the grown-ups make for us, to live a comfortable life. So I'd say those are my regrets. And um, making sure that it doesn't happen again. I always make sure that I spend the time with my loved ones. I even tell other people, please spend the time with your loved ones because, life is scary like that. Thinking about it actually wants to make it makes my eyes teary. But we've lost a lot of people, which we hope and wish we would have spent more time with. But it is what it is. With the latest one being, one of the people that I sadly could not check consistently on whilst they were at the hospital. So I'd say, yeah, please spend more time with your loved ones as much as you can. Yeah, don't complain about anything. Don't cherish the times that you have with the people that you have right now because it's not guaranteed that you're gonna have them forever or that they're gonna have you forever. So make the most out of the time that you have with them right now. Looking back on your life, have you done anything that you regretted? I think I've answered that. What happened and why? Also, that has been answered. So we'll jump 5 questions down the line. Is there a grudge or pain that you are holding on to? Currently, none. I've put everything aside. I've apologized to everyone that has wronged me. I've apologized. You heard me right. I've apologized to everyone that has wronged me, and I've also apologized to people that I have wronged as well. Because at the end of the day, what matters is that we're all good with each other. It doesn't matter who said what or did what. At the end of the day, it matters that we're all good with each other. But I don't know. A grudge is like, I know some things are so severe. Right now, I'm thinking about people that could have been raped, people that could have been violated, abused, and that it's gonna be difficult for them to even go there and try and make amends with people that really hurt them. But I really hope that we find the strength to do that because you're also setting yourself free. I'm trying to be not ignorant because most of the time we say things like, you know what, just forgive everyone, and then you're like, the experiences are different for people. People have had their families killed by people, and so it can't be easy for them to just go through it and put everything aside. But I hope for your sake, you get to move on and get to have a better life. Oh my God, these questions are becoming very sad as I go on. Um, just let go. My biggest frustration right now is basically how slowly I'm making ways to achieving my goals. But hopefully, eventually, I can. Yeah. Anyways, if I had $1 million, what would you do with it? I'd invest it back into making more $1 million. Uh, I'm currently not working. The question was, do you love your current job? Currently not working, but my previous job, I had to make the decision that I have to do engineering. it was in engineering. I did want to do engineering because I've sacrificed a lot of engineering. Is the current home your match with your ideal home? No, no. That's why I'm spending most of my time working towards achieving my yeah. In terms of the people that I have, I do have people that I love around me, so that is ideal. But in terms of house and everything we have inside it, that's not what I want to have eventually. So yeah, uh, everything else is not currently a match with me, but I do wish to have everything being a match with me. What do I fear the most? The losing of people that I love. That's one thing that I really fear. I fear it because I want them to succeed. I want them to see me succeed. I want us to eventually see that we sacrificed a lot and we achieved at the end of the day. I want the narrative to change, and that we have it together at the end of the day. We look back and we're like, you know what? It was difficult, it was tough, but we made it. We made it. That's one thing I hope for, to achieve. Is there anything you're running away from in life? Poverty. Definitely poverty. You're settling for less than what you are worth, I feel like. So I was looking back at my degree. Computer engineering is a really needed degree, and especially outside, especially in Europe. And I really want to fully go for it. And so now I'm doing that. I'm going for it. I'm no longer saying, oh, I want to stay home or anything like that, or I will settle for any less job. No, I don't want to do it. I want to do engineering fully. So yeah, I was settling for less, but not anymore. No, not anymore. Not on my watch. Not anymore. But yeah, what is my inner dialogue like? Boy, you gotta work hard. Every day, that's my inner dialogue. Do you have limiting beliefs? What are they? I don't. I don't. Before, my limiting beliefs was that if you do not have a higher GPA, then it means that you failed or that you can never become a better person later after uni. But when you get to work on these things, when you realize that what matters is that you give yourself time, you realize that the more you solve problems, the more you are capable. So just don't have that limiting things. Yeah, your degree might be, you might be having less grades or anything like that, but the more you practice practically, because I feel like we confuse a lot of things. We're never told that some things, when you do them, you understand them. We're told that you need to pass, and so if you pass really high, you're like, yeah, I have it. And if you don't pass really high, you're like, there's no chance for me. But put yourself out there, try the engineering, work on those systems, touch that vibrating compressor, that generator, feel it, break it down one by one, and then you'll see that you're great, an amazing engineer. I did circuits for a whole compressor, for a whole, for a whole station that was set up to do automation of filling of cylinders in a plant. So just imagine what you can achieve as well. If you look at me, I've done that. And there was a point in time where I was like, I can't even do computer science, but now I did. I did mechatronics. I did things that, you know, were really, really, really above what an average person can do. And I did them in less than 6 months. And I believe that I can still do it eventually. And I'm really looking forward for the future. And I really want to practice engineering. That is it. Um, ah, are they helping you to achieve your goals? If not, uh, limiting beliefs don't really help you achieve anything. They really just hold you back and they make you so comfortable. And the thing about comfortability, you feel like, okay, you've achieved everything, but you haven't. You haven't achieved who you really want to. Who you really want to be. And I say at the end of the day, go for who you really want to be. What are empowering beliefs can you replace them with? Just go for it. Go for it. There's nothing that you can't do. if you have a bigger problem that you feel like it looks like a mountain, you'll be amazed at how you can just break it down, and upon breaking it down, you'd achieve more. So every problem, break it down into units, solve those units. After solving those units, you'll just realize how much capable you are and how you can stretch your IQ. And I really hope that you will have that confidence to do it eventually. You know, what bad habits do you want to break? Sleeping. Sleeping. I feel like these days I can't even sleep for 2 hours. I need to make use of all my time. I need to make use of all my time. So I need to cut short any unnecessary dozing off. I need to cut it short. I need to. I need to. What good habits do you want to cultivate? Energy. I want to be energetic. I struggle with being energetic. At the same time, I don't want to do a lot of joggings anymore because it makes me tired. And when I'm tired, for that moment of time whereby I need to take a breather, or when I'm running outside, I feel like that's time wasted. And so I can't. I can't. So I just want to concentrate, drink a lot of water, sit down like I'm sitting right now, work on my PC, on my hands. It's easier that way. And yeah. What is the meaning of life? The meaning of life is being happy with yourself. Take it as a gift. Never take it for granted. Always aim for more. Life is more of like everything is out there. Go get it. Hopefully we can all go get it. Yeah. What is your life purpose and what is your mission? My life purpose is to touch people in a positive way, to inspire a lot of people. And I hope that through achieving my goals, I'll inspire a lot of other people. And that is my mission, to become greater so other people can also believe that they can. What drives me and what are the times when you are most inspired, motivated, and charged up? What drives me is my need to practice engineering and to be better in life. And I'm most inspired when I've eaten. There's nothing so uninspirational than not eating. So I'd say eat, just eat. And whenever I solve a problem as well, it inspires me. It also reminds me of how amazing I am, and that motivates me and keeps me charged up. So I need to keep on solving more problems, and I'll be more happy. What did you do during this times? How can you do more of that? Solve more problems. Who are your favorite people to hang out with? For now, is my mom, and and my friend. Uh, Wink, wink. Yeah. The persons the people I love. Those are the people that are my favorite to hang out with. Why and how can you spend more time with them? I always try my best. I feel like they are the best to hang out with because with them it's easy. Like it's very easy. Like it's easy. They make when you're falling apart, when everything feels like it's dead, and then they come, they just make you laugh, and I feel like that's something that makes it special when I'm with them. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Who are the 5 people you spend the most time with? You. I'm the average of those. I spend most of my time with myself applying. So I guess I'm an average of myself. I know. I guess. I guess. Yeah. That's scary. That is scary. But I don't spend a lot of time with a lot of people. I really don't, because where I am, with the level that I am right now, per this, the people I could spend with time with are people that will really lower my average. So I try myself to not cloud my morality, and to cloud my self-esteem, and to cloud where I want to go. Because at the end of the day, if you're dreaming and you're dreaming too big, and you surround yourself with people that don't dream too big, it becomes an issue. So I always try my best to to surround myself with myself and the internet sometimes, and just watch some few videos from Iman Gaji, and some of the people that have achieved, and that makes me get inspired to do more. So I guess I'm an average of Mr. Beast, Iman Gaji, and who else? Elon Musk, and all the people that are there that have achieved it. Uh, Sadly, I can't spend time with them, so if I could, I would, but I can't. So yeah, I can only access them through the internet. So for now, it's just myself until I make something out of myself. Mm, I hope I do. To also make you proud, and I hope one day you can look at this and you'll say, these are the things that made you great as well. You were my average, and together we gave a good average at the end of the day. I hope that it happens like that. Are these people enabling or holding you back? I feel like sometimes I do hold myself back. Sometimes I enable myself, but when I watch Iman Gaji and other people, they inspire me. But Iman Gaji, I feel like the videos are now repetitive, but at the end of the day, he achieved something, and that's one thing that I appreciate and honor him for. So I hope they are enabling me in all ways. For the people holding you back, how can you spend less time with? I've already done my best to spend a lot of less of time with a lot of people that were holding me back. People that would make me feel inadequate, people that would tell you you're too soft, people that would tell you you're like this, we prefer people like this. End of the day, you realize that these are trends from people that really don't want to make any movements in life. And so if you try to want to be like those people, then you are just veering the wrong direction. So it's best to just walk on your own lane and be yourself. So yeah, I really have stopped talking to a lot of people, which is why I apologize to a lot of people, because at the end of the day, I want to conclude our life and our chapters on a good note. So I always do that. Yeah. Do you have any toxic relationships in your life? If so, it is time to let them go. Is it time to let them go? I've let go of all toxic relationships. I've let go, and they are difficult. I really just want to say that it's difficult to let go of toxic people because they always make sure that they make you feel like you're the one that's responsible for their toxicity. So they're narcissists. They're narcissistic. So it's really difficult. I was once told by someone that I was with, unfortunately. I'm saying unfortunately right now because they really wore me off like a lot. And they always tell me, yo, you're showing your emotions, you're not supposed to be emotional if you're a guy. I feel like you're there, you're always clingy, or you want to give me love too much. I feel like you should be a hardcore man. And you realize at the end of the day, the hardcore men are the ones that are shooting their wives and killing their wives. So I don't want to be those people. I want to love my wife, and I want to love them openly and fully. And that's something I want to be, I want to do. And I'm unapologetic for that. So, no, you can miss me with all those people that beat their wives and are called heavy and strong. I don't want to be a deadbeat dad. I don't want to be that dad that will be beating a lot of, beating their kids, running out, going away, leaving their kids. I don't want to do that. So, I'm I'm okay with where I am. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. Where can you meet people who can uplift you? I say, for now, for me, it's books. It's books, and it's also the internet. I think it's Abi Abidal, the other guy that I watch. But yeah, I feel like for me those are easily accessible because you can filter those people. Like I feel like for me, I feel like the internet. If you get the right people, also it's a weapon of mass destruction as well. You can find yourself veering the wrong direction, but just make sure that you look at the people where you wanna finally be like, and you look up to them, and eventually it'll work. Um, is there someone who you admire or respect? I think I've already said that. I've already said that Elon Musk, and Mr. Beast. Um, I admire them and I respect them. What do you like about this person? How can you be more like him or her? Be resilient. Work really hard. I like that they've achieved a lot. Elon Musk was from Africa. Mr. Beast is helping a lot of countries. That inspires me about them. And if they were able to extend their ends to a lot of people or to start from the bottom, and they had what they have right now, that's big. I mean, that's big enough of an inspiration to actually achieve something eventually. You know. Whew. What qualities do you look for in your ideal partner? Love, loving someone that is really loving and is unapologetic about it. Just, just love me. I'll love you back because I love really. I love. I really love. So that's just my ideal thing in a partner. Just really be loving. Don't be scared. Don't be afraid to show your love, and I won't be afraid to also love you. Also, yeah. Do you embody these qualities too? Obviously, obviously. If you love me, if you're in a relationship with me, just know that you are locked in. The only reason why we would break apart is if you want us to break apart. Otherwise, we're in this thing together for good and forever. Are you afraid of letting others get close to you, and why? People with bad energies, I keep them away. It's not that I'm afraid. I'm not afraid. I look at you. I look at the things you do. I look at the memes you share, the things that you find funny, things that you like doing, and I look at them and I'm like, it's not who I am, so I don't want to bring you close. Especially people that find things like mocking others as a nice thing and funny thing. People that know narcissists, they do horrible things to people and then they say, "Oh, come on, it's just a joke. You're so uptight." At the end of the day, like, is it? Is it? Let's ask the person. Does the person feel like that's the case? So I always keep those people away from me. And people that be making joke about, um, cheating, stuff like that. I'm like, those are not the qualities that I want to possess. So I don't really feel like I should have you around. So I always keep those people away, and I don't want them to get close to me because they're gonna infest me with those kind of thinking. I don't want to think like that. So please miss me with that. If you like really jokes that are really not jokes, I'm sorry, we can't be close enough. I really do take into consideration how other people feel, and I've broken up with people before, someone before, because of that. They couldn't treat someone like a respectable somebody, a stranger, complete stranger. Like if you can't respect a grandma in the street, whether she's a beggar or what, respect those people. That's really important. Those people birth you. Those people, they had to walk, they had to run so you can walk. So just respect everybody. Respect. We have people that are dealing with a lot. People be body shaming people and saying, "Oh, it's a joke. Take it as a joke." But you don't know what the person is saying to themselves when they are locked in their room, and that's not one thing that I want to tolerate. So I would definitely say we miss me with all the trends that TikTok has come with, all the laughter and the bullying and anything. Please miss me with that. I don't want to be a part of it. I don't want to be a part of it. What are the most important people to you in this world? In the world, my parents, my sister, basically just the people that I love. Those are the people, most people to you in the world right now. Those are the most people, important people to me. And yeah, describe the kind of person you enjoy spending time with. How can you be this person to others? Um, Someone that just, it doesn't have to feel like it's a transaction when you spend time with them. There are no keeping of tabs. Who did what today, and why can't I? Why am I always doing it every day? Just offer yourself fully. Don't have any expectations. That's the kind of person that I love spending time with. If you could choose anyone in the world, who would you like to be your mentor? Oh, ooh, I think you already know this answer. It's basically Elon Musk and Mr. Beast. Yeah, those are the two people that want me to mentor me. But if I were to choose one mentor, that has to be Elon Musk for real, because he did engineering and he's also one of the richest person in the world. So definitely, I'd love to be mentored by him. How can you learn from them even if you don't know them personally? Um, just be don't be apologetic with your goals. There's a latest video of Mr. Beast helping Africa, and people are really dragging him, saying a lot of bad stuff about it. And he said, you know what? He's not sorry. He's gonna keep on doing that, even if they cancel him or anything like that. he'll keep on working hard to make sure that he changes people's lives. So that's something for me that I feel like, be unapologetic with your calls. And that's something I love about them. Same thing with Elon Musk when he was being dragged for Twitter. He was unapologetic about it. He stuck with Twitter and he pushed for Twitter. I love him for that. So yeah, definitely that's something that I would learn from them, even if I don't know them personally. Take your calls and be serious with them and be direct with them. How can you change someone's life for the better today? I hope by this video I've done that. If I haven't, I hope to do it in the course of more reactions. What are you going to do differently after reading this article and after having this interview? Definitely, I did enjoy this. So I hope we'll have more talks or we'll sit down and we'll share. That's it. And that makes the end of these questions. Personalexcellence.co/blog/101 questions. Did it feel like it was 101 questions? I don't know. It felt like a good conversations between me and you, and I really did appreciate having you around. And please be kind to yourself and take good care of yourself. Please be kind to yourself. You're the only one you've got. No one else will have your back as you can. No one knows you as you know yourself. If you doubt yourself, you've already stirred up a lot of doubt within you, and you're probably gonna sprinkle it to other people out there. So don't doubt yourself. Love yourself fully, and you have everything that you need. And that thing that you need is within you. That fire, create that fire inside you, and it will push you. I hope that it will. And just know that you matter to me and appreciate you. And I'll see you next one. Take good care of yourself.